Hey guys, it's your boy Mel Production Zero here today. You may be wondering why are we looking at Shawn Kemp? Well, it's because we are doing a career simulation once again of Shawn Kemp. That's a little interesting this time. We're not putting him in the modern era, we're not doing anything like that. We're putting him in the MJ era where he's gonna be with a rookie, right? No, it's a sophomore. Second year Gary Payne and also second year Shawn Kemp. Kemp was the 17th pick, Payne was the second pick. This team really is not great. They got Nate McMillan, who ended up becoming a head coach. So ain't that nice? I'm pretty sure I have everything on auto. I'm gonna go make sure just in case. Yeah, I have everything on auto. Trauma quarters and injuries will be off, and I'm gonna turn off production fatigue. All right. Oh yeah, wait, one other thing real quick. I'm gonna add real quick fastest simulation speeds. Alright, your starting five for the first season will be Gary Payne, Ricky Pierce, Derek McKee, Sean Kevin, Benoit Benjamin, who actually is a bad player, so Benoit Benjamin. Now you may be wondering why is there a lot of videos coming out lately? Well, it's because now we are moving into a content where I'm gonna always get 3 videos, maybe 4 videos out per week, which is quite a bit for what I was originally gonna do is like 1 video per week. So now it's gonna be 3 videos per week. So you guys have a little more content, and I can move the Jalen Brown series to Thursdays, which would be a lot better for me to schedule. So now you'll be guaranteed to get a Jalen Brown video each Thursday. Now, on top of all this, we have been doing this little series on here of doing career simulations. So, yeah, I know I need to do rebuilds. There has been 20 teams to do a rebuild on, and I had an idea of making a sim till the Wizards or the Pistons win 5 championships. And it's interesting because I don't know if they would. I need to do the Bill Russell challenge one day. However, I don't think I have the time to do it right now. The Kemp is going to run Rookie of the Year. David Strump's going to win 6 man. I think David's kind of old. He's 29. Wow. Michael Jordan wins MVP, and Purvis Ellison going to win a first year. We are the 4 seed facing the Warriors, and we're going to win first in Portland. We'll be lucky if we won this. And we have upsetted the 4 seed. We are going to the conference finals our first years versus the Utah Jazz led Carmel, and it looks like we are going to get swept. Um, yeah, their scoring is just way too overpowered compared to ours. I think Shawn Kemp, obviously, it sucks because Shawn Kemp never ended up winning a championship in his career. That's a really close game. I just want to jump in, but yeah, we got this. I'm going on 1 game. Ricky Pierce and Shawn Kemp's been elite, pretty solid during the playoffs. So this field goal shooting has went down. Shawn Kemp's actually had a really solid year though. Dan Brewster 67% from 3, so is Ricky Pierce. So in this game, we're going to be eliminated the Cavs, and the Cavs are in the finals with Mark Price, Bad Dari, Larry Nance, Terrell Brandon, Hot Rod Williams, Steve Kerr. Yeah. Craig. All right, that's about it. And the Bulls did lose, so it'll be interesting. And Carmel's going to win a championship. Finals MVP is John Stockton the first year. We have a significant retiring. The draft order doesn't really matter to us. Our draft we're coming up with isn't really that great. And we're going to select Doug Christie and Dale Cole. Nice. Dale Christie's a little older, however, he's a really good role player, and that's what this team could use the future shooting guard. Alright, who will we sign in free agency? There's a lot of guys out here, obviously, in free agency. We'll see if we can do anything. When we signed Terrell Frank and Bill Cartwright, not 2 solid role players on 1 year, then a 2 year deal on Terrell Frank. Seems like we're not going to be resigning Michael Cage back, so Michael Cage played his last year for us. Shawn Kemp is a 97, Baker Payne's an 86. And I'm actually gonna do a little thing real quick. I don't know if I set it up before the videos, however, I think I did. Oh, no, I did. Okay. Yeah, I was talking to my friend, little friend, I'll give a shout out, Alleviator. He told me that the boom thing actually ends up increasing your overall. You actually need to extend Shawn Kemp, so that's gonna Well, sorry, they actually can't. He's not ready to sign an extension yet. So it's a little interesting for Mr. Shawn Kemp here. He's not ready to sign an extension. I don't even know if they still have inked one yet for him or not. Unless he's just clearly not ready to sign one. No, he's just not ready to sign an extension. I think he's gonna let's see. I think we're gonna see what he wants to do this offseason. Shawn Kemp's now at 91. Let's see what we can do. You know, first year we made the conference finals with a sophomore team that's just gotten slightly better. We've launched a bunch of role players and a lot of other things. This team's currently 14-10 as I'm recording, which it's very interesting. Been kind of busy lately. I've been getting a lot of videos ready for scheduling purposes, and some of these videos will be delayed. I've got a lot of videos ready for the playoffs just in case that ever happens. If I end up making playoff content, which I probably will make playoff content about teams losing and that'll be very interesting. That'll be when more of the rebuilding type videos come in, and a lot of the others will be very interesting. Now we are on third season here. 43-21. Whatever trade we did clearly worked because we are now on a winning streak. No trades actually. Wow, but there was a mention. I don't know if there was any where are we? We did not re-sign Shawn Kemp. That's actually very interesting. So his team is not re-signed Shawn Kemp. Yeah, there's a very good chance Kemp leaves on free agency. He's going to be testing free agency currently on shore. Very shocking. They have not extended him. Very interesting. So they win the championship. Shawn Kemp could potentially go to another franchise, or he will be re-signing a team. Will have the same free agency. It is somewhat on them. They have not wanted to ink an extension yet, so it's very interesting. Glenn Dirk won MVP, Shaq Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year is David Robinson. Now, Shawn Kemp probably more likely won't be in these award races too much. Round one against the Golden State Warriors again, we're going to sweep. Second round, we are down 3-1 to a Spurs team that is, really good actually, and we ended up losing at 7. We almost came back down 3-1. We ended up losing at 7. Kemp shot 6 of 13 with 3 blocks. Actually, a really solid playoff series though, for averaging 3 blocks per game. Very impressive for Mr. I mean, Gary Payne's fortune was not too great in this series, although he's averaging 2.5 turnovers. Basically, averaging about 3 turnovers per game. And the Spurs are going to win the championship. Dave Robinson's Finals MVP. Now this team seems really Bill Cartwright has retired. So this team is going to be very interesting next year. We'll see what they do in the draft. So yeah, assuming Shawn Kemp will return. Getting Reggie Eflin and Terry Mills. Okay, a bunch of auto-generated players. Let's see. Shawn Kemp is unrestricted. He's getting offered by the Pistons. And he is gone. He is left. National Desk Shawn Kemp is back in free agency now. Shawn Kemp is unsure. There's currently no actual very good offers by anybody. Not even the. I can't even manually ink him back, so that's gonna. So where did Shawn Kemp go? Suns signed Shawn Kemp to a 4-year, $16 million deal. So we need to move today. We are now on the Suns. We are now on the Suns. That's actually a very interesting team for us to be on now. I gotta turn the slides, guys. Give me a second here. I gotta all of this. I wish I was a way I could do this a lot faster, but. Make sure I got everything on. Okay. Alright, so Shawn Kemp will go up to 95 now. He is now a Phoenix Sun at 23 years old, so it'll be very interesting. He's going with a new team, very interesting for him. coming from a second round exit to the Spurs. So this team is currently Shawn Kemp, Kevin Johnson, Jeff Horacek, Dan Marty, Tom Chambers, Tim Perry, Richie, rookie Isaiah Ryder. So they actually ended up getting there as the 10th pick. Actually, a really solid pickup. He averaging 14 points per game usually. Very interesting pickup from that. And there will be starting Shawn Kemp, so that's very nice. The only thing that's like about the team right now, they do not currently really have a good center. Mark West is their center right now. That's just a little bit of a concern because they're probably not going to have a trade more run. Or at least attempting to trade for one. We'll see how they do. They're actually very mediocre right now. So that's a little interesting to view. It's been quite a while when I'm doing these. I'm kind of talking quiet now due to the fact my grandparents are asleep. As I'm recording, I'm actually at my grandparents' house upstairs, not downstairs. I can't be as loud. When I'm recording, it's very interesting that this video uh, is out here. It's very fast simulation, so thankfully it's actually a lot faster. So I actually gladly appreciate that. I'm very happy for that. Now, on a foggier note, it's very foggy outside. Actually, funny enough, it's actually very foggy outside. So that's so interesting, man. It's surprising. I'm actually kind of surprised the Seahawks didn't sign back. He's like a 92 overall. They have the cap, but they rarely sign some other guys than Shawn Kemp. Very interesting. Was they're paying guys a lot of money, which I mean I didn't go actually and fix that. So and we beat Sox in the final game. Winner was Simmons. Shaq with defensive player of the year. I actually don't know if Shawn Kemp ended up winning any of those rewards, and we are the third seed. We will win in the first round. The Seahawks are getting swept. This one gets interesting. This Jazz team versus Shawn Kemp versus Carl Malone and John Stockton versus Kevin Johnson, Mario Levy, Blue Edwards, and Isaac Austin. Now, star talent wise, this team is so much better, but it's Karl Malone, bro. Karl Malone is so good in 2K, bro. You people don't understand that. It's like really crazy actually. So can we sweep this? Yes, we are going to the conference finals with the Phoenix Suns, facing the Sacramento Kings with Michael Williams, Mitch Richmond, Jim Jackson, Dennis Rodman, and Juwan Cassell. We should win this. They don't really have too much scoring besides Mitch Richmond, which, as it looks like, it is. We are now in the NBA Finals. We'll be facing the Chicago Bulls. Very common matchup for Shawn Kemp. Horace Grant versus Shawn Kemp. Shawn Kemp's probably going to destroy that, I ain't gonna lie. This is actually very decently matched up, bro. Actually, Bill Embiid ain't that fucking unique. Bill Embiid on the Bulls ain't that unique. Anyway, game one, we're going to win. We're going to win this by by 10 points. Shawn Kemp had 31 and 18 rebounds, 15 to 20 from the 4 blocks, 3 turnovers. Very elite game. Next up, we're going to win once again. The Bulls are not doing that good right now. Actually, Stacey King was leading their scoring. MJ at 37. Shawn Kemp at 26. Next up, they're going to win a game. And then once again, they're going to win. Shawn Kemp wins his first NBA championship of the entire simulation. No, it's not quite a unique thing to see. All right, now we're going to draft Pat Baldwin, Dwight Sampson, Johnny Reed. We got a bunch of options. We're declining all of them, so very interesting. We'll see what this team does. This team has quite a bit of money in salary cap here. I'm very curious what they're going to do because they kind of need to get a point guard, and they're going to sign back Avery Johnson. So that's a little unique. Let's see what they do in free agency. Man, he's got some demon. Shawn Kemp's up to a 97. Kevin Johnson, Dan Murray, Jeff Horacek, Isaac Ryder is almost starting reason. And then this guy Jaya, Burgers. And we actually don't have a center. Once again, it's a little slightly issue of the team that we're not really having a center. So that's something a little concerning. I was actually thinking of moving Shawn Kemp to center. He actually has center on his card, so I'm kind of surprised they just don't play him at center, because then they could have a starting five though. But then they're going to get Jeremiah, who's like 6'10", whatever. I don't mind. Now, it's very interesting where we're at right now. The team could be really good, or it could be really bad. It could be like an on and off switch, Very interesting for you guys. So this will be very interesting. Yeah, I repeat interesting times, so I'm trying to make conversation. I don't want you guys to deal with just quietness all the time. Regarding the deadline, this team has 31 and 11. Sorry guys, I cut out to go to the restroom, so it'll speed up time. We're currently 31 and 11. We're actually very good with a positive record, 40 and 1. We kind of want to see if we did anything interesting. No, we didn't do anything interesting. At least I don't think we did. I can go take a look, see what we did. We signed Derek McKee. Oh no, wait, we're not the Suns, we're the Phoenix. We're Horsack, Tony, and then we got Powell. Okay, yeah, this was off season. Then we signed, yeah. So John Kemp's averaging 21 points per game with 2 blocks and a steal, and shot a three. I don't know why he did. He has a D, but hey, we'll let it rock. Is he? I don't think he's in. He ain't in the MVP race actually. He's third behind David Robinson, averaging 27 and 3. Bro, David Robinson actually usually goes off in Sims. It's weird, but he usually does. So it's actually kind of neat. Yeah, we're 1995, right? 3 years in so far, 4 years in, and I think I was actually thinking of doing more 90s things. I was thinking of doing like somebody like Patrick Ewing or something, which Ewing probably be out before this video comes out. But I think Ewing would be kind of cool because I'm a Knicks fan and I always consider Patrick Ewing as one of the greatest players we've ever had. It would be very interesting. Where Shawn is like going MVP or D-Rob? That's actually interesting. Shawn can win MVP and not defensive player that would be going to D-Rob. However, most improved, Jared Rod. Yeah, he was actually really solid for a center. 7 rebounds. And Cindy Farmer. We're actually the best team in the league, so that's very nice. We're gonna sweep Sacramento. We're gonna face the Seahawks. This team actually really has not been that much better than us. Uh, they got swept. My fault, I made summer. So Derek McKee, Jerome Kersey. It's nice. Like Kersey, 32. Dan Barrows, Gary Payton, Benjamin, Ricky Pierce, Grant Long, Damon Milton, Doug Christie. Doug Christie an 80 now. He's probably a steal for that because he averaged like 10 points a game. And it seems like we're gonna be back in the finals. Yep, we are back in the finals with Philly. So this is the Charles Barkley-led Philadelphia 76ers. Hershey Hawkins, Penny Hardaway. Oh, they drafted Penny. That's nice. Sean Higgs and Manute Bol. That's gonna be a little bit concerning, I think. Game one, we're going to win. I want to see how Manute did because that's a high difference. Sean Kemp only played 12 minutes. Wait, how do you play 12 minutes and you get 6 fouls? I'm going to actually turn fouls off. I don't know if I can do that, but I think it's going to be a thing I'm going to start doing. Uh, I actually don't know if you can. Can you turn off fouls? Oh, yeah, you can here. Can shake and turn it on. Alright, there you go. Game two, they're going to win. Manu Ball, 4 points. Sean Kemp 29 this game. Hershey Hawkins at 28. Game two, they're going to win. Game three, we're going to win. Game four, they're going to win. And game five, we're going to win. Game six of seven. My fault. I got it completely wrong. We started off with a 20-2 lead, and we're blowing them out. This in humiliating fashion, actually. Wow. This game shouldn't have been that close. Kevin Johnson went Finals MVP, so that's very interesting. And Tom Chambers has retired from the NBA, so that's a little slightly lost from like the bench pieces. But we'll probably draft somebody that's knowing this team. Oh, protections. I'll go look, see if they're going to protect. Alright, okay, so they protect everybody basically. That's significant. Oh yeah, this is draft. Then there's Stephen Bowie and Pete Rivers. Alright. I'm praying God they didn't take somebody good. We're going to accept that. I mean, he's an 82 now, so he's going to get a little worse. Scottie Pippen is a free agent. This team will be debatable. I don't know what they're going to do exactly, so. That'll be very interesting. Let's see what this team does in free agency. Or say Richard Dermer is back to a 3-year, $88 million deal. So that's oh yeah, I saw like Cliff Robinson passed away a few years ago. Rest in peace, Cliff Robinson. Sean Kemp's gonna go to a 97. He's staying at a 97. I'm actually just gonna say screw him, boost him to 99 real quick. I'm not boosting anything significant, really, y'all. I'm just there you go. There you go. Alright, Sean Kemp's a 99 now. Horacek getting older. Dan Marino's getting older. This team actually is just in general getting a little older. Not too old though. Like not too old where it's obviously like very concerning and all that. So it's very interesting. All that. Throughout the season, 2 games in a row. But then we went on a now. Then we proceeded to go on a very dominant stretch where we did lose quite a lot of games in November. However, we did win a lot of games, a lot more games than we actually lost. So that's a little significant for us. 19-2 starting off the season. We had a stretch where we did play for like 5 games. That's weird. I've never seen a stretch where the team doesn't play for 5 games, 5 days in a row. But where. Um, Pause, clip my nails. Um, let's see. We're 45-23, so we have a positive record. Best team in the league, however, conference rankings were third. Oh, I actually want to see how this team's been doing. Cetric Sabalos. This team really has not got much better since I left, so it's probably the best I left it. I left it. Yeah, I'm Shawn Kemp. 51-23. We're dominating. Like we are actually gonna win. We're actually gonna probably win our MVP, dominating the entire league. And here we go, Mister. No, Rob's gonna win again. All right, so and he's gonna win our Defense Player of the Year. Monty Williams, now former head coach. Kenny Anderson made the first team All NBA. Very shocking. And we're down 2-0. We got swept by the 7th seed. The 7th seed Clyde Drexler led and Harry Porter led Portland Trailblazers have defeated Shawn Kemp and this very young team. I actually don't know what went wrong during the series. They actually wanted to start as a Ryder. Ryder's actually really solid in the playoffs. And Shawn Kemp was actually 27 on 100% from three, 64% on the field, and top everything else. I don't know if us not having a center led to anything. However, that is a weird way to lose 8 finals. Larry Bird has retired as the Pacers. That's unique. He ended up becoming the head coach. Kevin McHale, Bill Beard, Larry Nance, and Ricky Pierce retires. Eddie Johnson has unfortunately retired from the Phoenix Suns, and Thurl Bailey has retired. Thurl Bailey ended up retiring like years later, but very interesting. Kevin McHale and Larry Bird have retired. I surprised Kevin McHale even played this long. I don't know why I really went this draft because I don't think we even have a draft pick. Okay, that was a weird thing. I don't know why I went in the draft. And we're gonna sign Soldier Gray and Quad. Nice. And we're not gonna sign Patrick Baldwin. We're signing Matt Baldwin back and David Benoit. No, I don't refer to that with Chris Benoit. So we'll see what this team does in free agency. Will be very interesting what this team will be doing. Fourth year, he's 26 now. 99. They got Kevin Johnson, Dan Reach, Horacek, Richard, Matt Baldwin. And we got rookie a little bit slightly older Robert Pack and David Benoit. Don't get that confused with Chris Benoit, like I just said. This team really isn't getting much better though, which is a little slight concern. This team really is not getting much better. And the '96 draft had, I think, pretty sure Kobe Bryant in it, or it was '98 who has Kobe in it. Kevin is in the final year of his deal. I don't think he was aimed for an extension, or at least ready to resign. So it'll be very interesting if they'll end up resigning him or not. So that'll be very interesting. I'll go check in at the extension deadline if they have extended him. This team currently is kind of between very mediocre right now. We still we have a positive record. We're not really too good right now. I don't know what's going on. Now we're a 4 game. Then we lost on 2 game. Then we won 3 games. Then we lost 4. Okay, I want to check real quick. Yeah, they inked him 5 years, $38 million. Kevin Johnson has not gotten an extension. Here has Isaiah Ryder. I got it wrong. I'm so tired. As I'm recording right now, fun fact, you guys. As I'm recording right now, it is actually 8:03 a.m. So that's quite neat. I'm laying back right now in my chair because I'm tired. 128. I'm gonna go look at this real quick. 128 to 79. Kevin Johnson had 29 and 10 assists on elite shooting. Kevin only missed 1 shot. That's crazy. Kemp's actually having a slightly worse year, like shooting wise. Like he's actually having a slightly worse year, but it's not that much worse. He's still averaging 14 rebounds per game, which, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And we defeated Portland. We actually, oh, that was our revenge game on Portland. Actually, ain't that unique? Revenge game Portland. Yeah, the Grizzlies are probably terrible. That Grizzly team is probably terrible. Terrible. Alabama has been actually really solid for them right now. 25 points. AI. Oh, they have AI and Stackhouse. They have some 25 ins for a year. Stackhouse, Cliff Robinson, John Barry, and Monty Williams, who won Most Improved last year. Ain't that unique. It's interesting. 43, and okay, so I actually don't know what this team's going to ideally do because that's an interesting team because they're in a switch area where their team's getting older though. Very 10 interested in 2I. I don't know if it's because we have this stretch where we like barely play, but like, we only played one time in a week. Chris Webber's gonna win MVP. AI is gonna rookie of the year. Michael Aslan ends up winning. Christian Leitner, Jerry Sloan, and Week. So the Jazz are the best team in the NBA once again. And we're in a little game 7 here. We're thankfully won it. That's a little nice. Hopefully we can win these games. And we're going to lose probably. Okay, we came back down 3-1 and we lost. We lost the second round once again. The Jazz gonna win our championship with Kevin Garnett. Terry Kines is retired. Suns don't really have a pick, so that's not a little concerning. Ricky Simons, we can sign Adolph Foyle and David Well. You know, Foyle's not a bad center. Have as like a slight backup or potentially a starter. This team will be interesting what they do. I think they're getting rid of Kevin Johnson, which is a little weird. I don't really know what the point of us doing that is. Oh, we're signing back Kez. We're signing back Isaiah Ryder, 3 year, $4 million. We had a chance to sign Mark Price, so that's a little concerning. But oh, we're getting them both back. Actually, nice. Uh, Very nice. We're actually getting guys back. We're getting Robert Pack back, and we're getting a small forward. So we're gonna sign Brian Houston. Okay, that's a weird France. We also actually almost got the other guys. So 31-year-old Kevin Johnson, now Isaiah Ryder, Dan Rage, and Shawn Kemp 27. Jeff Horsick getting older though. Jeff Horsick, if y'all did not know, ended up becoming head coach in the league, so wasn't that kind of nice? A little fun fact. This guy's sounding just really good. He's actually getting a lot better, and he's really good defensively. It seems like counting the blocks, like he's averaging almost 2 blocks a game, which is really interesting. This team actually is kind of really good. It's between really good and really bad because this team is getting really old. So I'm actually not too sure what they plan on doing with that after once Kevin and Jeff Havlicek, or yeah, Jeff Havlicek. I think I got it right. Jeff Havlicek retires, so that's going very interesting for us as like an NBA team. And 23. So we're currently 32-9. We actually have the best record in the league. I thought we were worse than this, because we started off 9-9, and we either just went on a massive winning streak, or we just started like I don't know what we did. It was very interesting. I want to see what we did at the deadline, because obviously trades. Suns first did 2 trades. However, the Suns did none. Very interesting. We keep being the. I don't think Sonics have ever beaten us, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's funny. I don't think the Sonics have ever beaten us. I think since Shawn Kemp left the Sonics, I don't think they beat us one time or made to pass the second round anytime. Then like I said that, and they proceeded to beat us. Wow. And beat us again, but they're only beating us by 3 points or one. So, uh, screw it. We don't care. Back down to their third seed. 60-20 at the end of the year, so that's 60-21. Chris are going on our MVP, and we're in a weird spot. We're kind of like between good and really bad. We're gonna win this. We're facing Utah, and we're down 3-1 once again. And we're gonna get swept in the finals once again. Shawn Kemp is getting kind of outbeat right now. This team's getting really old too, on top of everything else. Who we're gonna sign from the rookie draft? We'll be signing Alan Floyd and Derek Holmes. All right, very interesting. Uh, Alright, let's see what we're doing for agency. Damn, our Rangers are going to get. I think we're getting rid of him, or we're going to be bringing him back. I'm not sure. We're actually signing Rick Smits. Finally, have a better center, and Kenny Anderson. So that's really nice. Assuming we'll sign a power forward, and we're going to bring back Richard Dummer for two-year, $2 million mid-exception. Very elite signings, by the way. Shawn Kemp's going to get worse now. I think Kemp's going to start getting a little worse at this point. Although I was going to think about keeping his overall high. Same thing we saw with D-Rose in the D-Rose video. His potential just simply get lower in general. So his team is going to get really bad very soon. So be prepared for that because I'm not going to adjust anything. Except maybe his overall, but I don't know how much I'm going to do that by. Although I will say, if he keeps having good seasons, I don't know how much I'll adjust it by. He's still averages like 26 points per game. Alright, let's see. The thing is, this team still has talent. This team still has the veteran experience. These went on a 4-game losing streak. This team still has the experience. It's not like they're going to trade Shawn Kemp or anything. I pray they wouldn't do that, but they shouldn't because Shawn Kemp's their best player, and arguably of all time at this point because they actually won a championship. So, very good player. I think Shawn Kemp is one of the best Sonics players of all time. Flashy highlights wise, at least. And I'm actually just in general a really good playoff performer. Shawn Kemp has actually always been pretty solid in the playoffs, usually most of the time. And I'm never gonna count the end of his career where he just wasn't good, and he's had issues outside the NBA and all that. But it's been quite an interesting career for him. We're actually second seed right now. Whatever trade we did at the deadline has actually worked out perfectly for us. We did not do a trade. I keep thinking we did a trade. That's first thought. Kenny Smith, Isaiah Ryder, Richard Dermer, Shawn Kemp, and Rick Smits. Smits actually averaging 14 points per game too, on top of everything else. So he's actually been really elite of a signing for us. We're currently 37-19, so we're 32 minutes to do video. So this team is very interesting. I actually don't know how long Shawn Kemp is going to play for, so it's gonna be very slightly interesting of a year. Cause I think he'll play till like 2006. So we'll probably be able to get 2006, but. Assuming Shawn Kemp just doesn't leave this team, so I have to go do all the automatic things. That takes like an entire minute off the video. But Chris Webber's an MVP, and Kelvin Johnson's gonna win 6th Man of the Year. Very nice. He really good 2K23 my team guard. Actually had the best record in the entire NBA. Great to know. And we're gonna beat the Warriors. Almost took a Timberwolves team, and we're gonna lose to Timberwolves once again. The first round, we're gonna win James Pooh Richardson. Magic Johnson retires out of the NBA, so it does Isaiah Thomas. So now, this will be interesting. Who will we be signing in the rookie signings? Devontae George and, Brevin Ogman. And we sign Andy Floyd back. However, we're going to have to do some crazy things this offseason because there's a lot of free agency on the market. We're signing Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars is 36. Okay, we're signing Joe Dumars and John Havlicek for 2-year deals. And I think they're going to try to go all in. I think they're going to really try to go all in this year on this team. Shawn Kemp goes down once again to a 97 now. He's going to have that slow, very slow digression. These guys getting really worse too. They're like 75s. I don't know why they signed them to 2 years. So that's been a 1 year. 1999. So we're using 2000 draft class. Fun fact is though, the 2000 draft card really is not a good draft. Sorry to be rated as one of the worst draft classes of all time, due to only having 2 All-Stars in it. And I think I think it's 2000 draft. I think 2001's Yao Ming. So unless I'm probably to make this team tank for Yao, I don't think, which I'm not going to do because that's not realistic. This video, this isn't realistic at all because these back in the 90s and you can't rewrite history or whatever. We're coming to 3rd seed. We actually really were not good for a while in January. We actually really weren't good. We're not doing trades because I'm not Shawn Kemp. I'm not the GM. Well, I am Shawn Kemp. I'm just not the the GM. Well, I actually enjoy doing these career simulations because I get the way back and watch watch funny stuff him just doing fouling out in 12 minutes. I swear he had to get teched up or something. Like, how did he foul in 12 minutes? Like, that's a lot, bro. 45 and 27. We're very mediocre. Like, record-wise, we're not bad, but Playing wise, we're like losing games by quite a bit. Like even the Rockets, like we're losing to the Rockets. And the Rockets are probably okay, but Bonzo is going to win out if he's averaging 30, and he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year on top of everything else. Mike Dunleavy and Gary Samuels will be winning it, and Steve Nash is on the Lakers. We are a third seed, and we are going to win. We're going to the second round versus this Denver team. This Denver team is probably pretty solid. Yeah, Mike Ben Barely, Jalen Rose, Calvert Cheney, Antoine Walker is probably a rookie, and the Kemba Mutombo is probably like 34 now. Kenny Smith, Isaiah Ryder, Devontae George, and Shawn Kemp versus Tony Antoine Walker. Game 1, we're going to win. Game 2, we're going to win. Game 3, we are going to win. In Game 4, we are going to win. We are going to sweep. We are back in the conference finals. It was Devontae George, our savior. Game 2, we're going to lose. Game 3, we're going to win. Game 4, we're going to lose. Game 5, we're going to lose. We lost in the conference finals to Los Angeles Lakers. Bucks. Shaq wins the MVP. Following in Kareem footsteps, James Worthy retires. And Joe Thomas and most of our rookie guys did end up retiring, so that's very unfortunate. We're going to try Mike Miller with the 25th pick. Actually, a really solid player because this draft class really sucks in real life. Draft really sucked in real life. And one of our first round picks didn't even end up flowing out perfectly. And Kobe Bryant is a free agent. I don't know if we're going to try to sign anybody actually significant to this team. Nick Van Axel, 28-year-old Nick Van Axel, actually not a bad signing. Even bringing two power forwards back to. However, we do need a shooting guard, so that's be a little interesting to us. We'll see what they do. We've signed. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. Do we even sign up signing him? No, I. Wait, I thought we did. That's what I was wondering. I was like, oh, did we not? Like, yes, we didn't sign him. All right. So I guess 3 years left on his deal, although I think he's staying the our extension, so that's the best thing I'm assuming here. 2001 draft has Yao Ming in it, so the thing is, this Shawn Kemp, Suns team clearly isn't getting that much further than this. Steve Henson, Isaiah Ryder, who is solid, but Ryder's getting up there in age. Graham is 23. Kemp has just turned 30, and Rick Smith, who will probably be on the last year of his deal. I don't know how much longer he's going to be playing for. Under Ford, Oklahoma, Richard, and that's about it, to be honest, about the rotation wise, because Kevin Johnson and Mike Miller will not be playing this year in the race to rotation wise at the start of the year. We ended up winning a lot of games. We only lost a few of them. We're currently 11, 12, and 13. Maybe the draft, maybe it's not signing whoever it was. Not signing whoever it was. It's actually being a good thing. We're 21-6 right now. Third best team in the league, which kind of surprised for third because I thought we'd be the best. Obviously record wise. Never mind now. Then we lost 5 games in a row. Oh my gosh, we lost 5 games in a row. That's wow. Well, actually, I was had an idea I was gonna go back to 2K18 and do a rebuild, but bro, I can't with the graphics on that game. It's so bad. Like that graphics compared to this year, it's so much different. Especially when you playing same 2K for the last 3 years. Yo, it's just like, oh my gosh. Contract extensions. So we'll go take a look here and see if there's anything that is somewhat intriguing to us. It's very interesting of an NBA team. All of this. Shawn Kemp. We're in 2001. Mr. Shawn Kemp probably gonna make the playoffs. He was on second round again. Kemp won 2 championships so far. Yeah, he's won 2. He won Kevin Johnson got MVP, and then he ended up winning for one Finals MVP. Yeah, he's won one MVP on top of everything else. Tracy McGrady on the Lakers ain't that unique. He's gonna win MVP. Little fun fact I don't like talking. I actually enjoy talking about quite a bit, and I feel like something that's heavily underrated. And Tracy McGrady, he actually was a really good defender for a long time of his career. He was actually a really good defender, and it doesn't get talked about enough. Like, okay, can we please not blow the lead? All right, we're facing the Lakers. This Lakers team's actually really good. It's gonna be interesting because this is the Steve Nash, T Mac, and Vade, Ralph Fretz, and Lonnie Walker. So as I say, Shawn Kemp can dominate Ralph Fretz, which he probably should. We ended up winning game 1. Shawn Kemp at 28. Game 2, we're going to win. Game 3, we're going to lose. Game 4, we're going to lose. Game 5, we're going to lose. And Game 6, we're going to lose. We blew a 2-0 lead. Team Mac wins a championship with now Tim Robinson, Hakeem, Clyde, the Glide lost the championship. Actually, won a championship and is retired. And Josh Petrovich does not, unfortunately, pass away. He will end up winning a championship, or not, will end up playing longer at least. Drazen Petrovic, yeah. Sixers via Utah, so and they have two lottery picks. Wow. And we're gonna end up going to the NBA draft, and we're gonna pick up. We're gonna decide Bobby Simmons. Okay, that's actually kind of unique. That's actually a little funny too. Just gonna make sure real quick he didn't retire, which he didn't, thankfully. So, Steve Henson retired. Nice. Steve Henson has retired, and Shawn Kemp is still here. Averaging a hand over game, or averaging 30 points per game. Love seeing signs. He wants to get a new contract done ASAP. No Rocky. Um, all right, let's see. Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, T Mac, Chauncey Billups. We have to get somebody at least somewhat good in this free agency. It's a very deft free agency class. And we're gonna sign Chad Parks. All right. I don't think we ended up signing Chad Parks. However, we did sign Carol Carl. Um, okay, this was the most uneventful free agency I may have ever seen us do. We are paying a lot of guys money for being mediocre. I think Andrew Foy is a solid center, but not worth $5 million. This team is really bad now. Cameron Johnson has retired. I don't know how much longer Shawn Kemp will be on this team. He's probably gonna stay here for the entire sim, but his team is very interesting because they're not really that good. And plus, Shawn Kemp is getting a little up there in age. Shawn Kemp is, I think, 33, 32. Actually, can just go check real quick. Shawn Kemp is, yeah, exactly 31. He's probably going to be a little older, and that means his digression is going to get even worse. Which I don't know how long he's going to play at an MVP level because he's really good. Like, I gave him the max potential 100% boom. Like, he is going to be really good. I don't really know how long that's going to last. So it'll be interesting because the team is really solid, but the team is mainly good because of Shawn Kemp. It's Shawn Kemp and Zay Ryder. Besides Shawn Kemp and Zay Ryder, there's no longer Tom Chambers, Jeff Horacek, Kevin Johnson. Like none of those like really good players are unfortunately like no longer on this team. Um, at the deadline, I don't think they did any moves at the deadline. I'm gonna take a look here and see if they did anything. No, they actually did not. They did resign Isaiah Rye to a 3-year, $18 million deal, so that's a little interesting. But the thing is, Isaiah Rye's going to be like 33, 32, maybe 30 now. Because Isaiah Rye by this time was like 31, I think. I thought you can go take a look real quick. Yeah, Isaiah Rye just turned 30. Sean Gibbs turned 32. He's going to be 34, 33 next season. I just don't know how much better Isaiah Rye is going to be. This game currently is 40-11, which I will admit is really good. I don't know how good Shawn Kemp is playing right now, so that's gonna be a very curious thing to see at the end of the season. So who knows? Shawn Kemp may be playing at like an MVP level or maybe something like that. It'd be very interesting to see if he's actually gonna end up playing at an MVP level or not. So it'll be very interesting. Team's actually having the best year of their entire franchise. About to have 60 wins. Assuming they'll crack that, which they should because their schedule isn't that good. 60 wins. So we'll see if this team can at least keep winning a few more games going down the year. And we're going to see 65, 66, and 67 and 15. Shawn Kemp's going to win MVP, averaging almost 40 points per game. Very elite stat line, 38.5 points, 12.5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks. Everyone's going to win Rookie of the Year. Kerr Thomas assists. Defensive Player of the Year is Alonzo Mourning. Garrison Clark is going to win Most Improved, averaging 22. The guy I was actually talking global trash on is actually really good. And he didn't play for 2 years, too. That's funny part. Gilbert Arenas, Alonzo, and Coach of the Years are amazing. So we're facing Denver in the first round. We should easily sweep this team, which we will do. We will be sweeping the Hawks, and we will be sweeping back in the NBA Finals versus the Miami Heat. This team is really good. Anthony Richards, Michael Finley, Steve Smith, Mike Bibby, who's a 91, and Ben Wallace. That's a little concerning. Game 1, we're going to lose. Shawn Kemp at 40, Isaiah Ryder had 25 points. This team, some guys really didn't step up. Like this guy, Chris Whitway, has shot 1 of 7. Game 2, we're gonna lose once again. Shawn's kind of 28 points with 4 turnovers. Isaiah Ryder is 10 of 6, and George Goss at 0 and 9. And Game 3, we're going to win. Game 4, we're going to win. Game 5, we're going to lose. Game 6 is going to be a little interesting. This team really has been a little bad, and we're going to win. We're in Game 7 right now. We hopefully the Phoenix Suns can pull out the win. We're in hometown, so we get the home advantage. They had a 20-point lead. They kind of blew it a little bit now, so we're going to be very close for the end of this game. And yeah, they lost. They lost Game 7 in home court too, which is even worse. Patrick Ewing has retired. All right, this is interesting. A little interesting stretch we're gonna have right now. Shawn Kemp is 32. He's on the last year of his deal. We don't know if he's gonna sign an extension. We're gonna just quickly to next season due to time constraints. We're just not gonna look at anything. We're gonna sign right to next season, and we'll see how long Shawn Kemp will obviously continue playing for, and we'll see how long he plays for the team. We'll see if this team did any actual main roster things. We're actually in the LeBron era. It's very loud. We're actually in the LeBron era now, so that's very cool. Shawn Kemp was 32 as a rider, 84. The current Mike Benbleberry, Igor. This team didn't really do too much. And Bobby Simmons, Chris Renta. Oh, we signed Tyrell Hood. That's cool. He's not really that good. And we didn't really sign by the first round pick, so we'll see how long this team is. He gets a deadline, so we'll see how this goes. It seems currently 27-15. We're the 4th seed. I don't think we ever had a single year we have missed the playoffs. That's very interesting for us too. Thing is, this very stunt team is really, really getting old, and this team doesn't have any role players. They don't got any first round picks. We don't know what Shawn Kemp's gonna be doing this next offseason. We don't even know if he's gonna be signing the extension. I want to go see actually if he's gonna ink that extension or not, which he ends up inking. It is on a 5-year, $66 million deal, averaging 38 points per game as a rookie, as not a rookie, 33-year-old. My fault. So his team is actually very interesting. The team is currently one of the best teams in the NBA. Those are 42 and 18. This team is really good. However, it just sucks because this team doesn't have any role players. That team actually used to have Mike Miller, who I am just noticing is now gone. So that was weird. Why would you draft Mike Miller and not end up keeping him? I don't know. It's kind of weird with NBA teams to just not keep the guy they, drafted, which you think it'd be very weird. If we can at least ink 50 wins, that'd be solid for a little achievement. We're on the Forbes seed, unfortunately, because we're in the West, so it's not as good. Because East is very weak, probably, at this time. I'm going to beat the Lakers in the last few games, so that's really nice. At least we can ink up with 58 wins at 24. Winning MVP, Shawn Kemp having 38, 13, and 2 steals. And Tim Duncan won Rookie of the Year at the Grizzlies. And Zach Randolph. So we're gonna be facing the Clippers. Gonna beat them. We're gonna be facing the Lakers, and we're gonna pull off the upset and beat them. Next up, we got the Trailblazers. Hopefully, this team can at least win the series, cause yeah, we're down 3-1, and we're gonna probably lose the series here, and we're gonna lose once again. We are losing again because this team has an incompetent GM who does not want to win basketball games, and unfortunately, I may override a trade. It is getting to a point where it's getting very annoying. Utah, Scotty Pippen got his jersey retired in Utah. It's funny. Um, Draft lottery. Let's see what you do. Suns are going to get the 27th pick, and we are going to draft. This guy's team has really good role players. We're going to draft Luke Renor. All right. Bobby Simmons will be signed, but AJ Brook will not be returning to the team. This team is going to be very interesting what they do here. So Penny is 32. Allen, I guess it's not bad. Allen and Manu Ginobili finally has an all-star next to him. Allen and Manu Ginobili. Very interesting franchise. 2 pieces. Did someone sign him an extension? No, he went to the camp. Nah, he literally accepted it. I don't care. I don't care. He literally accepted it. No, that's stupid. It's no. He was already accepted it. It said signed. It said signed on the end. No. I'm not. No, that's stupid. Sorry. Y'all can yell all you want. I don't really care, to be honest. It's my video. No, you're not doing that. You're not just gonna take him away. I'm actually gonna screw you guys over a little bit. Yeah, you know. Thank you. It's not like he had an exception, so. No, I hate when 2K does that. I'm actually gonna do that for the rest of these videos now. If they try to screw that stuff over, I'm not dealing with it. It's so stupid. Could have signed Andre Miller. Um, whatever. We're not signing Andre Miller, whatever. Got me original, but Shawn Kemp goes down to 89. Which is a little weird because I kept 40 points per game. Finally have a co-star in Miller Ginobili, you know, is really solid. Um, I don't really know about the fit. I mean, man who just shoot the ball really well, I'm assuming. So, and Shawn Kemp. Alright, let's see. So he gets the deadline, so it'll be very interesting to see. Alright, we're at the deadline for 32 and 11, so apparently this man, Ginobili Fist, actually ended up working pretty well for his team in the month. Very interesting. His team's 35 and 12, and you know, this Shawn Kemp's had a very interesting career. He's won 2 NBA championships, like 4 MVPs. And you know, the thing is that Kemp is getting very old, so I actually don't know when Kemp is going to temporarily retire. I don't know if he's going to retire on top of his game, at the end of his game. I don't know. He's still probably averaging 30 points per game. He averages 28. Heck, you know, he's 33. He made an MVP at 89 overall. We saw in one of my recent videos, the Kemba, like, I think it was the Kemba video, the Derrick Rose video. Shawn Kemp, like, we've seen people just randomly go off, and Terrence Ross did that in that video. I love you, Terrence Ross, you see this video. Uh, Terrence Ross's 88 overall card averaged 34 in the playoffs, and he was only averaging 20 points in the season. So I was like, that's how his message is. Group chat, I'm like, he's like going on some Jimmy Butler run. Hey, can we crack 30 wins? 60? Yes, we got it. Okay, 16, 22. Shaq's gonna win MVP. Yeah, Ben Wallace not gonna win it, so that's clear. Well, interesting. Ben Wallace, I mean, 30 points per game still. And Minute is averaging 25, so it actually does work out as a really solid fit. We're gonna sweep in the first round. We're gonna sweep in the next round. We're gonna sweep in the finals. We're back in the finals versus the Chicago Bulls, our former enemies. Now, Dylan Lloyd, Derek Anderson, Rashard Lewis, Kenyon Martin, and Elton Brand. So the new generation versus the old generation. Hopefully we can ink this win in. And we're gonna win it. Shawn Kemp is averaging 34 in the finals, wins another NBA championship. So we can at least end the if we ever end the video, we can at least end it with Shawn Kemp winning another NBA title. Very interesting. I'm gonna quickly send to the off season. So we got 52 minutes. We gotta get a few more seasons. Shawn Kemp is very old, so we actually don't know when he's going to retire. So, you know, very interesting. NBA team, Manu Ginobili, and Shawn Kemp are our best players right now, which is, you know, kind of cool. It's a little funny thing, but I don't know I don't know how long Shawn Kemp is playing though, because Kemp is probably old. Yeah, he's actually getting a little worse now. He's down to 86. Manu's currently the best player on the team actually. So it's gonna be very interesting if he gets dead on. So this team is currently 24-17. They're kind of between mid and okay. This team doesn't really have a positive record the most, and I don't really know what Shawn Kemp, you know, obviously plans on doing with this team. They actually ended up getting Christian Laettner, so that's a little nice. I don't know who they traded for Christian Laettner, but that was nice. Kemp is returning. So he's going to end up playing another season. Very shocking, because you think Kemp would probably retire at this point, but no, he wants to retire back to the Suns. You know, run it back. Employ Jimmy employ Jey Uso and run that back. That's crazy. I love doing WWE references, but I rarely do them in my videos now. Nah, for another, I'm thankful you guys like starting to enjoy my content more. My videos getting more views, which makes me want to do my content more. And I actually value views more than likes in my personal thoughts. But I enjoy having more people viewing. Actually, fun fact, as I'm recording this, my LeBron video is like weirdly popping off really weird, and I kind of shocked it is. I just made it. I was like, cool little idea, and you know, it's ended up becoming a really big video. It has like 60 views right now as I'm viewing it, right? 54 views as I'm viewing it right now, and it's kind of shocking. It's just something I wouldn't suspect. I don't know. It's a little weird. It's something I wouldn't suspect. So it's really interesting. We're gonna win a first round. We're going to win versus Dallas. We're going to lose in 7 in conference finals. That team, Baron Davis, really is not too good. And Leon Simmons has retired. So is PJ. So is Christian Laettner. I'm gonna do a quick scroll. It doesn't seem like any of our significant people are retired. Um, and we'll see. Shawn Kemp, I think, is going to probably end up returning. So we'll see if Shawn Kemp is still on this team. He is, but he's down to an 82. So, and he's having his worst years now. We actually did sign Richard Jefferson, so that's actually quite a nice little fit we got here. On, the Phoenix Suns, that's very interesting. And, we're in 2006 now. We'll officially almost 20 years into Shawn Kemp's career. Quite a lot. Shawn Kemp's getting older, though, so I don't know if Kemp's going to just say screw it and retire. So if Kemp was to tell us, he probably needs to tell us now. He wants to get a new contract done. He's 35 and wants to get a new contract done. So that'll be very interesting. See you guys. All right, let's see. 27-16. We actually have an update. That's a little funny because I think it's because my team content's coming out today. Came out today, so they're posting a little spoiler for that. And that will need. I thought it was kind of funny. 8:41 as of right now. I actually have been uploading, recording for about 2 hours. Oh, unique, ain't it? Anyway, let's for another, well, again, this will probably be the last season. I'll probably we'll try to see if we can get one more season in. Uh, my best is to get one more season in, so yo, I'm literally sitting on my phone and I'm literally looking at, like, videos and, bro, there's a guy named Jeremy Holler, is a Canadian basketball prodigy, born November 5th, 2010. He's 15 years old. Yo, this man is 7'6" at 15 years old. And he plays basketball. Like, what am I looking at, bro? We lost again. Nice. We lost again. Like, that's ridiculous. Huh? No retirements or anything. I'm just gonna quickly jump over this. Yeah, that's white crazy. Yo, that man is 15 and he's 7'6". Yo, I'm 16 and I'm 6 foot, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm 16. I'm 6 foot. Like, yo, this game is not realistic to me no more. I don't know. I'm more shocked than anything. And I actually don't know if Kemp even Kemp is right here actually. He's 79. He wants an extension. Kemp, I love you, bro. You're 36. I'm purposely about to make you retire. I'm actually doing it. I'm sorry. I need you to retire so I can go look at your stats after the season. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I can't see the record because of the update thing. I think that will need. I actually don't know how long Shawn Kemp is playing for, bro. I'm praying the Lord he retires at this year so I can go look at all of his stats. Unfortunately, I really, I mean really, enjoy making these videos. So I hope you guys enjoy liking them and subscribing them and, subscribing and liking and guys. I repeated the same thing. Yeah. No, but for now, y'all, I appreciate it so much. Yo, I'm looking at all this thing real quick. I'm just gonna assume for this. I'm looking at all this like research stuff, kind of like I'm like reading about it and all that. And I saw that Kobe was like 17 when he got drafted. I'm like, what? Like that's crazy, bro. 17. He's probably gonna retire, I assume. No. Well, I'm ending the video here a second. I'm gonna go look at stat rewards real quick, and then we're gonna leave it at that. He wants an extension as a 4-year-old, by the way. 3-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA, 2-time Finals MVP, 3-time All Star, 8-time first team All NBA, 2-time second team All NBA. Records real quick. I'm gonna go take a look at those because I actually like reading about them. And these videos. Kemp's gonna end third all time in points, so ain't that a little unique. And then if he wanted to play for a little longer, he can go break this record. But I highly doubt he's playing this one. But he actually scored more than Corman, and ain't that a little unique. Field goals, Kemp is third. Threes, he's not up here at all. I'd highly doubt he'd even be up here. Kemp is seventh in all-time free throws. He is fourth in rebounds, a little behind Kareem, and nobody's named Will. Assist, he's not up here, obviously. Blocks, he's fourth all-time in blocks. It was pretty unique. And then steals, I think Kemp is not in his top 10 at all. Minutes, he's 6th all-time in minutes. Turnovers, he is not 16th. And then points per game, he is pretty closely up here with a lot of these other guys. He isn't on the list, but he averaged 38 per season. So, it's a little unique. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye. Please take care of yourself. See ya, guys.